If you want to go to Edo State, you have to clear with the governor whether you are a politician or not. So please, this is the dilemma. Can you help us unpack it?
I am going to unpack this dilemma from 3 perspectives or more. 1, as a constitutional and human rights lawyer. 2, as an opposition leader. And 3, as a citizen of Nigeria from Southeast extraction. Now, as a lawyer, you have rightly pointed out that Section 41 is very clear. And let me state what Section 41 said clearly. That every citizen of Nigeria shall be entitled to move freely underline, throughout Nigeria, and to reside in any part thereof. And no citizen of Nigeria shall be expelled from Nigeria or denied entry thereto or exit therefrom. If you put it into context with Edo State, it simply means no citizen of Nigeria can be expelled from Edo State or denied entry into Edo State or exit therefrom. And every citizen of Nigeria has the right to move freely in Edo State. So what the governor said is unconstitutional, it is illegal, it is irresponsible, and it's largely illiterate. Coupled with Section 39 that guarantees freedom of expression and Section 40 that guarantees freedom of association and assembly. Having said that as a lawyer, let me talk as an opposition leader. This is a direct attack, threat, intimidation of opposition leaders. Recall that Adams Oshomole blocked airports. Even the Minister of Aviation noted that what he did was wrong, yet nobody threatened him. Nobody locked him up. If it were an opposition leader, he would have been in jail cooling off before anything is said and done. But whenever you come to APC, your sins are forgiven. And look at an innocent citizen just because he's an opposition leader. He's been threatened, his life being threatened, that he should not step into Edo State by a governor that is INEC produced, figure challenged, pinchomic and petite, and largely illiterate, like I said. Now, let me come in from the point of being a citizen from Igbo extraction. I sense tribalistic, cheap, ethnic bigotry in this governor. If Peter Obi were to be a leader from Hausa land or from Yoruba land, this governor will not dare make such a statement. Recall when 16 persons were killed in Edo State, before even making any investigation, he ran to Kano State to prostrate. That was a good thing because life is very, very essential. The same governor that did that is the same governor that is threatening the life of a human being for just coming into your state. This is very annoying. It's a direct threat to Igbo people. It's a direct threat and exhibition of being an Igbo hater. And that should stop. Let me tell you, from where I come from, when you kill even a madman, that's when you know that he has a brother. If a strand of hair falls from Peter Obi, because this is a direct attack and threat to his life. Remember, the governor made it clear. He said his security can no longer be guaranteed. He used the word never, if he does not take permission from him. Let me ask Monday Okpebholo, does it mean that when he finishes as a governor, before he travels to any state in Nigeria, he would have to seek the permission of all the governors?
Okay.
Does it mean that 200 million Nigerians, before they step into Edo State, they would have to seek permission from the governor?
Okay.
And in the case of AMPP versus the IGP, the law has even been made clear that you don't even need permission, even when you want to embark on a protest. And I'm talking about peaceful protest.
Okay.
If you don't need permission when you want to embark on a protest, how can a governor be talking about permission to visit a state?
Okay.
That is in bad taste. That is offensive.
The backdrop of the statement made by the governor of Edo State last week, the threat over the weekend, the threat that he made towards the life of Peter Obi, is still gaining and gathering reactions all across the nation and abroad. And you have to understand, it's a direct attack on the person and the life of Peter Obi from the mouth of a sitting governor. To even now say that Peter Obi is hated. When you look at the words of Jared Tinubu and other people who try to say, yes, the governor is right, that Peter Obi is hated in Edo State, that's a lie. That's a lie from the pit of hell. These are statements that are tantamount, are similar to ones made by threat. I'll give you an example. Recently, there's this guy called Albert Obaze. He's from Edo State as well. He's been calling out the thuggery by certain people, like likes of, I think the guy called Tony Kabaka in Edo State. That one came on on the internet and told the guy, "Don't come to Edo State anymore." And he threatened him and threatened his family. If he called you out for what you're doing, show us proof that what you're doing is wrong. Is what he's doing is wrong, and Nigerians will back you. As much as Nigeria can be sentimental, Nigerians are actually quite fair people sometimes. I would think. So this statement made by the governor is similar to things that the area boys and touts will make. That's why Kenneth Okonkwo calls him INEC produced governor, largely illiterate. You have to be that way. When a governor tells his people, and I will give you insecurity, you can see, because we laughed about it in 2024 when he was making that statement. And likely that's why they didn't even want him to campaign, because they know he's blunderous in the ways he carries out with the things when he opens his mouth to speak. But when a governor makes a statement like that, you cannot say that he misspoke, because he was very clear in his warning, in his threat. He largely threatened the life of a politician, of a Nigerian citizen. And by the way, the Nigerian Constitution does not give any one person, not even the president of the nation, the right to tell another Nigerian not to go to another state. The Nigerian Constitution does not enforce it that way. You have no right, whether you're the governor of a state, your responsibility as a governor is to produce security for every single person, both the one living and the one out of state. Now, for you to make a threat, a direct threat against the life of this person, Nigerians should call you out categorically to say what you've done is wrong. The man is challenged. He's not been able to solve insecurity in the state, but yet he's telling another politician of another political party, "Don't come to my state until you inform me, and you must not come because I cannot guarantee you. And guarantee your safety is never guaranteed." And you have the likes of Jared Tenebe coming to tell Nigerians as well that Peter Obi is hated in Edo State. That's a lie. That's a lie from the pit of hell. Edo State are likely already tired of the APC. Listen, when the worst of us are the ones in power, which is exactly the case, whether at the state level, the local government level, and the federal level, the worst of us are in power. This is exactly what you get. Of the three candidates that contested in the Edo State off-cycle election, the worst one is the one in government today. That's why Kenneth Okonkwo called him INEC produced governor. It is similar to what happened in Imo State. The worst of all the candidates is the one that became governor, and see what he has turned Imo State into. And look at Nigeria as a whole. Look at the president. When elections are rigged, INEC enforces and pushes the wrong candidate on Nigerians. Where we are right now is by design, because we are only going to fail when we keep getting the wrong people becoming our leaders. The statement made by Monday Okpebholo was highly wrong, should be condemned from all facets of the Nigerian fabric, or everywhere. It should be condemned, constantly condemned, and continuously condemned. The statement that Monday Okpebholo made is disgraceful, and it does not speak well of the people of Edo State. It doesn't. Because when you look at it and you look at your governor, for the wrong reason, the wrong attraction, the man has not been able to gather the right attraction towards Edo State since he became governor. And the only thing he has brought to Edo State is something when you look at it, you say, that's a disclaimer, that's not my governor, to the people of Edo State anyway. So I'm saying this anyway. It's not a direct attack on him. It's the fact that he told Nigerians, he told the people from Edo State where he's from, and told them that he's going to give them insecurity. Look at Edo State. If you look at the northern part of Edo State, the northern area of Edo State, Auchi, all those areas, Ekpoma, all those areas, or Akokwedo and all of those areas. When you look at those areas, it's largely insecure. Banditry is not being able to solve it. Insecurity is not. People are getting kidnapped every day. I've been reporting this. Just like they are kidnapped in the Northeast, but the man cannot solve the problem. His focus is how to give Bola Tinubu 2.5 million votes, the one that he doesn't have. Please, If you think you're okay with what he said, be mindful that at some point APC will not be in government. And when somebody gives that to you, don't complain. Because when you do something like this, insecurity to one is insecurity to all. If you think it's a lie, you travel and see. It's become a menace on our road. And it's become a menace in Edo State. And this governor, who's that not character to solve the problem, is the one telling other Nigerians, a Nigerian in Peter Obi, don't come to Edo State. So put your thoughts in the comment section. Do you agree with Kenneth Okonkwo? Is the governor of Edo State illiterate? Is it somebody that INEC forced on the people? Was it the best candidate to be Edo State governor? Did the people even vote for him? What do you think about Monday Okpebholo so far? For those people who are from Edo State, since even as INEC made him the governor of the state, what do you make of his reign so far? So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and put your comments in the comment section. I'll catch you up in the next video. God bless you. Bye-bye for now.